Should be live on the interwebs.
Yeah. I wish I had a drink.
I'll be a drink.
I thought you were about to say, I wish I had a dream.
I had a dream. Look, I had a dream last night that I will not share on the live because it's very personal to me.
I told most of y'all the dream I had last night. I had a dream that Selena Kyle topped Bruce Wayne.
Oh, but
Oh, she made that man
Wow.
her bitch, and I got to witness it.
It's better not awaken anything.
Oh, no one can allotted me.
That is me with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I already have so many masked vigilante crushes. Please don't let this be another one.
Listen, I don't crush on Mark. Steven is my sweetheart.
Steven!
He's so adorable.
I would let that man info dump
That
Egyptian
baby.
mythology to me all day.
Oh, same.
Hmm.
Same.
Mark can go fuck himself.
Yeah.
The only good thing he's got going for him is he's very protective of Steven.
He has to share.
He's on thin fucking ice with me.
He has to protect. He has to protect them both. But they say like, I am worried because we've seen several signs that Jake's coming, and I am worried.
I think he's gonna show up in the next episode.
I
They
hope
hinted
so.
at him a lot.
They have. Hell,
That wasn't me. But that wasn't me. Oh no!
It wasn't Khonshu. Khonshu can't do shit.
Nope. Kantu is
No.
sick.
No, it was that moment like, who hasn't caught up with Moon Knight?
I think all of us are
I
caught
watched
up.
the first 3 episodes?
Yeah, there's only 3
Yeah,
out
fine.
right now.
Okay.
Um,
so then
Sarah.
yes.
Oh, I'm caught up.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
It was
parents are caught up. My mom has been asking me all these questions. I'm like, Mom,
Watch the show.
It was that moment where that fucking guy was just falling back from the knife in his chest, and even I was like, Mark, even that's dark for you. I didn't do that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I know.
It's gotta be Jake.
Look,
Mhm.
they like
He's an
everyone
angry
goes
New
like,
York I'm sorry. If you think an angry New York taxi driver is beyond stabbing people,
no, he's not just an New York driver. He is the guy from Taxi Driver, basically.
We've got the tired Chicagoan, the anxious Brit, and then the angry New York taxi driver sharing one body.
There is a
And they are all supervised by an angry pigeon.
Yeah. There is a comic panel of
Break his windpipe.
a comic
is
panel.
he telling
of,
you to
like,
kill me?
This is,
A whinier version of Venom.
Oh my god, yes.
oh yeah, that was. Yes, I have feelings of that. Also, I have feelings of because Gore the God Butcher is coming, and I know what his sword is, and I'm wondering if they're going to keep that in.
See,
Mm.
what I loved, what got me was the whole like in the pyramids scene whenever Khonshu took over and he was just like screaming.
Yeah.
All I could see is Pascal in my head going, calm it down.
He's like, Khonshu is an angry 2-year-old.
Yeah. Venom is the older brother who's the rebel and doesn't care about anything and calls people pussies all the time. And then Khonshu is the little kid who never got his fair share and throws tantrums.
Yep. Also, we have been live for a while.
So if y'all who are watching at home haven't seen Moon Knight yet, sorry.
And go watch it. It's good.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, I didn't know. I was in a Gore. I didn't know Christian Bale was playing Gore. That's cool.
Mhm.
That's neat.
Apparently, there's a Princess Diaries exhibit somewhere
Eh.
from the films.
First one was nice and harmless. Second one was dog shit.
I'm sorry, but getting to watch Dame Julie Andrews slide down a slide on a mattress like a fucking surfer was epic.
That was dope. That was so
One moment. One moment.
dope.
Look, okay. The
Also, the second movie said gay rights. Because during the scene when they're looking over eligible bachelors, it's brought up that one of the bachelors is gay, and Mia goes, right on!
Mhm.
And even Queen Rinaldi was just like, invite him to everything.
he's not the one we're marrying, but he's still invited to all the things.
He's still a part of the family.
Like, believe it or not, I actually enjoyed the first one because it was actually funny in some places, and genuinely, it was really sweet. The second one, I couldn't get into it. It was just like,
Hey, at least we had
Huh?
Gimli.
I mean,
Yeah.
We had Gimli
true.
as the villain.
we had Gimli as a villain and Chris Pine who couldn't keep an accent.
Nope, he could not.
Oh, that man.
But we got to watch Anne Hathaway stomp on Chris Pine's foot with stilettos.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And she took the crown and said, I don't need a man to rule a kingdom.
Yeah. She said, fuck the patriarchy.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Okay, we should probably get started.
Yeah. Announcements.
Tomorrow is Queer Questers. Check us out at Ryan the Enchanter on Twitch. Also, hi Ryan. I saw you send those gay bits.
Eight
Oh my
biddies.
God.
Yeah, gay biddies. He just sent me some gay biddies.
God damn it.
Yeah. Also,
I
we
just-
should have Clone Wars this week. However, it's gonna start late because I have work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be there.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be too busy at a concert with my family going to see Journey and Toto in concert.
Oh my god, are they gonna bless the rains while you're there?
I hope so.
Yeah. Wait, I have the kazoo.
That's gonna be fun though. You all enjoy yourself. It's gonna be great. Journey, I
Awesome.
know at least is a great show.
Yeah. Also, if you're in the Kansas City area, Planet Comic Con's this weekend. I will be there for Saturday and Sunday. So if you see me, say hi. I'm renting out a hotel room and everything.
Huzzah.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad was able to get me a one night at the hotel because he's a
Nice.
rewards member there. Cost him nothing. Also-
Excellent.
Be sure to tune in Friday for GKC.
Yeah.
More bartering. I might get my pipe. Some
We
kids
might
might steal my
actually
wallet.
get to Pandalen.
Might
this
actually-
Sunday.
Right?
I might get my pocket picked. It's gonna be great. Everyone's getting their
And let's
pocket picked.
ignore the fact Sierra removed her own bones.
Ugh.
It was
I
an
have-
intense scene.
I have plans for this key.
You
I don't
have
think
plans.
Icarus thought it through when he put it in the game. I have
No.
plans.
He admitted that there. It's
Now
like,
that I know the limitations, I have plans.
I only request, do not steal my bones. It's the only
Don't
request I
give me a
have.
reason to steal him.
Just one question between the giant devotion and Sierra's just, please don't steal my bones.
You're very sneaky. I won't see you coming. Please do not steal my
Please
bones.
don't steal my bones. Like protectively starts to hold the wings.
I need these.
Not anymore. Ah! Just kidding. Also, if you guys like superheroes and Marvel and things like that, please check out my story Firebite on archiveofourown.org. You can go to my TikTok or Instagram at alphahannah5311, and there is a link in both of my bios so that you can read it. I'm currently up to chapter 18. And chapter 18 finally has a fun twist for you if you're reading along. So please go check that out. I have poured my heart and soul into this.
I am
so,
completely caught up and invested.
yeah.
Yeah, we even have our own little group chat because
Yeah.
we've decided that outside of the Firebite story, our group is in the MCU. We have a storyline.
Gotta have
going.
it. I gotta have it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I love how
Way.
there's two universes. There's the Firebite universe, and then there's our MCU
Yep.
storyline going on.
Is a costume color swapping. Like, no,
Well-
we didn't take these characters.
We haven't done the costume color swapping yet.
Well, you know what that means. What if?
What ifs? Yes.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Oh, I already wrote. I wrote a what if story about Regicide a while back. I should find it and send it to you. It's dark. I would,
Also-
like you're
Why am I
surprised.
not surprised?
You're not surprised.
Also, I made a
Also-
new box for my letters.
I was wondering what that
Haters.
was. Like you were working on it, and like, that's really cool.
Yeah. Gotta let
Also,
the inside dry.
GKC will not be on this week due to me starting my new.
Idrisil.
By which you mean Idrisil. The game that you run.
Yeah, I'm. Look, I have slept. I
was
slept
like,
for 2
what?
hours.
Don't hijack Icarus's game.
I've slept for a total of 2 hours. So leave me
Go
be.
to bed.
Idrisil is off this week due to
Yggdrasil is off this week because I started my new job and I'm working till close, and I will most likely be too dead to even function. So yeah.
Please do not give
Oh,
us.
I
that
wonder
technology.
if Nate's gonna want to finish that one shot.
Could I ask him?
I could ask him.
I have no other
Anything
announcements.
else? Yeah.
My first stream of Fable 3 will be tomorrow. I will be pretty much starting the story over again. Outside of doing the initial tutorial, because everyone's seen the tutorial and it takes fucking ever. So I will begin with the actual beginning of the adventure somewhere around 1 p.m. CST. And the Chronicles of Naraya will be beginning hopefully soon, once I get a full idea of what my schedule is going to be like for my new job. I'm going to have more detail on that. And yeah, that's me. Twitch.tv/Bar of the Midwest.
Buy my stuff. That's all I got.
All right. Is that it? Okay. Well, Brian will probably be joining us soon, hopefully. He is currently spending time with the family, which is very important. And we are down in Inga tonight because college sucks. So, last time, love a recap. So, it was the morning. Morrison, who was in charge of the monastery, pulled Candela aside for a glass of water since she had a horrible hangover and told her about his dream of crystals turning into weapons, which Candela remembered that Harrison, who currently resides in Ember, has offered his help to forge some things. So she was very excited, so she ran and found Fractum to inform them about the epiphany. She then quickly said that she was going to study the book she found from the fort to see if she could find any more information. Fractum and Calypso went on a walk to talk together, to where Fractum threatened Calypso. Very nice. Inger contacted her familiar frog, Sir Leopold Theodore Brunswick of Lilypad Lane III, asking him what he's up to and how the frog army was going. Everything seemed to go well. Uriel spent some time on the training grounds, taking out his frustration on some of the dummies. Lewis, the young monk, gave the letter from the king to Dowen. The king had requested that Dowen arrive at the castle at his earliest convenience about information that he probably would want to know. When everyone met at breakfast, Dowen requested that they go to the castle, to which everyone unanimously agreed. When they arrived at the castle, they saw a dark wood elf woman in purple clothing whispering to the king before she left, which is very interesting. The king told the party that a tribe was found as hostage under a liegeman. Dowen wanted to leave immediately, but the party convinced him to wait at least a little bit longer. They requested to speak to the general that was in charge of this information, which is Renaud Crest, who is the general that the party has decided to meet in the morning. The last shot that we got last time was seeing Renaud, who was a phoenix man with slicked back red hair and a beard with strong cheekbones, and he was looking over the land when one of his younger soldiers came up to him and said, "General, you're not going to believe this. So, once upon a time,
Not
So,
long ago.
so y'all have just left the castle. You guys have decided to meet with the general in the morning. So you have the rest of the day to do whatever you would like. So it's probably about lunchtime at this point in time. What would you like to do?
For a reminder, we've been told where to find the general, correct?
Yeah, in the tavern.
Okay. Darren's just gonna look to everyone. So, tavern, find the general, or do you guys want to do something?
Well, he won't arrive till morning. I believe Candela Inga said something about going shopping.
Yeah, we did. Where'd she go?
I think she went on the hedge of you. She's very fast, I realized that.
Yeah, Inga is not beside you guys. She has slinked off somewhere.
She's always
That
doing
concerns me greatly.
I
Oh,
mean, she is part fish, so she is slippery.
Okay, yeah.
Slippery.
Come on, you have to admit that was funny.
That's why I laughed. I'll go shopping with you. I need to get my mind off things.
everything? Literally everything?
Literally everything, yeah.
I went shopping earlier, but I'm going to see if I can't track down a few folks. See if I can get some more information.
Okay.
He sort of like, he stops at a mirror and sort of fixes his hair. Sort of like, people I'm going to go find are my mother's friends. See if they have any.
Why are you getting all dolled up for them?
Because they're my mother's friends, and if I show up all disheveled, they're going to talk about nothing but that. And I need actual information from them.
Who's to say your mom's friends aren't gonna betray you too?
I'll deal with that when it happens. I'll deal with that when I get to there.
Nice knowing you.
One crisis at a time. Thank you.
By the way, Darwin did do that like near spit take, like mid drink of his tank, and as soon as Candela said that, just
Well, you just have a random tankard while we're outside the palace.
there's a tanker with him always.
It's got a
Do you
fancy little
doubt
seal
that
on top.
Calypso's not consistently walking around without a wine glass in her hand? Just known facts.
Come on.
His Uriel
Come on.
civilized as a flask.
Well, just looks to Candela. Look, too soon, that isn't it?
I mean, she did try to kill us.
Yes, but still a little bit too soon, maybe.
I don't think it is.
You all raise my blood pressure.
Good. That reminds me that you have a heart that can pump blood.
Not if you keep raising it.
When is that blood going to go to your brain?
He looks at Darwin. You're one to fucking talk.
Blood was to the brain, but it was rushing too fast. So,
DM,
Yes.
do I generally know how much plate armor is going to cost?
Plate armor. It depends on how complex of like a design that you're looking for. Could range.
Kind of like the thing that I showed you before, because I don't have.
Yes. I
Relatively
can
ornate.
remember. Hold up. I can find.
Mana.
Could you send it to me?
I can't find it anymore, but I
Oh
can
no,
try.
because I don't have it on me for some reason. You'd think I'd be better at this whole DMing thing.
It just kind of had like intricate relative designs, and it just kind of pulled up into like a neck piece.
Okay. It would probably, from your guess, probably run from maybe 75 gold to 150, around there, depending on who you ask.
Okay. Just checking.
I said gold. Seed
know what you meant.
specifically.
Out of pearl, if that's like all I have.
Pearl, yeah, like around there.
Okay. Yeah, I only have pearl.
Again, you'd think I'd be better at this DM thing.
I
it's
understand.
Fine. Trust me.
We've been off for a month. It's fine.
Darren turns to Candela. What are you thinking of shopping for?
Well, I was kind of going along with Inga, so I don't know what she was gonna get.
How do you feel about looking at future weapons?
Could I get more throwing stars?
Yes.
I'm gonna hop onto his back. Let's go!
Calypso doesn't say anything, but she definitely looks like she's like, I'm also shopping, so she kind of like alongside you guys.
Oh, Candela has just ignored you at this point.
I know.
Darren looks to the side. You sure you don't want to get on?
Of course, I'm sure.
All right. And Darren rears back and charge!
I grab onto his antlers.
Shit!
I go to find a blacksmith on my own then.
Okay.
Uriel just like
to get on.
Uriel just sort of looks over at her. 2 blocks that way, 1 block that way. look for a sign, literally an anvil that looks like it's covered in fire. I have to know the layout of my town, okay?
I see. And she'll start heading out.
So I'm just writing a thing down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dallin and Candela have gone shopping, kind of on their own. Calypso has gone to go find the blacksmith, and Uriel is going to go talk to his mother's previous comrades.
That's a good way of describing it. The rich fancy ladies club.
Yes. All right, so I think we'll start with Calypso first. So
Okay.
you head to you follow the instructions and you find the blacksmith, no problem. And as you step inside, you can see this very tall, muscular horse centaur male with a like dapple gray speckling on the horse hide, and he's got his hair in very one big kind of soft braid. Yeah, and he's working away at a piece.
Is there anything on display or just?
There are some pieces on display, mostly like, swords or daggers. There's some like leather armor. But there is some like chainmail armor. Kind of that's more of what you're seeing there.
If she doesn't see what she's looking for, she'll eventually just stand and stare him down and wait.
Okay. So he's finishing up this piece, and he kind of turns around and then like catches your eye and goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there." And he puts down his tools. What can I do you for?
I'm looking for a new set of armor.
New set of armor. Okay, what are you looking for?
I'm hoping for some plate mail. And she'll explain what it's, the intricate designs, and I'll eventually find my drawing that I made forever and a fuck a half ago.
Excuse me. He'll say, "Oh, okay, that's a very interesting piece. I'd love to do it. Something like that is probably going to cost you, I'd say, 95 seed pearl, 70 iron."
And how long would the commission take?
It would take me about 3 days if I'm working on it consistently.
All right. He said 95?
95.
She will put down 95.
Okay.
I'll be back in 3 days.
Very well. Thank you so much for your patronage, and it'll be ready for you by the time you come back.
And then she'll just turn and leave. She just like stares at him for a minute and walks away.
Bye. And he turns back and starts working on one of his previous pieces. 1 second while I write something down. Dawid and Candela, we'll move on to you next.
Okay.
Is still in charge, sees the blacksmith coming closer and does like a full-on skid to a stop.
You good, old man?
Oh, I am now.
You need to do the other side? Here, I can help. and I'm like gonna help.
Wait. Not too far, not too far.
It's
Oh,
true.
uh-huh.
Here,
Thanks.
what's that? Very slowly.
Yeah. Almost there. Oh, okay. There you go.
All right.
Oh, woo! Haven't felt range of motion like that for. I'm not about to disclose my age. Anyway,
I'm gonna hop down from his back.
Damon will gesture for Candela to go inside first,
Head inside first.
and Damon will follow after.
Cool. Give me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So remind me one moment of what you guys are looking for.
So Darwin is looking for I had it in the notes here somewhere. Sorry, bear with me. While I look, Candela, if you want to do your thing.
I want to look for throwing stars.
Throwing stars. Sure. So you will head into what you see, like there's kind of a corner shop
Mm-hmm.
that sells like all kinds of different stuff. So you have your normal blacksmith, which creates, armor and kind of your basic weapons.
Mhm.
This one is more of like kind of not oddities per se, but more of the like trinkets or small items,
Mhm.
So you definitely would find some in there.
Okay. How many do they have?
You walk in and there's a Brightwood elf who has kind of spiked blonde hair and really big goggles on his face, and he turns around and goes, "Ah, a customer! Hello, welcome in. I'm just working on a little project here, but what can I do you for?"
Throwing stars?
Throwing stars. And he kind of starts looking through his stuff and he goes, "Aha!" And he pulls out like a whole like basket, and they're like really nicely displayed.
Mm-hmm.
And he sets it on the counter and he says, "Well, we have many different kinds here. We have some that are a little bit more on the sharp side, some that are more aesthetically pleasing. One of these, they're very aerodynamic. Some of these are more the heavy hitters, whatever you're looking for."
How many of the really sharp ones are there?
It seems to be like 5 within a pack.
Okay.
And he has about 4 packs there.
I'll buy 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Okay, well, that will be a 20 seed."
Hold on. I have to remember what the conversion chart is.
It should be silver?
Seed
Gold?
is silver. And...
Silver, yes.
Okay, 20 silver then. 1 second. Let me remove that.
It goes in order. It's iron, pearl, seed, wood.
Okay. Alright, I removed 20 silver from my inventory, and I can add 10 stars. 10 throwing stars? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Okay.
All right, I'm just writing that down.
Oh, okay. I guess throwing stars is not actually in the compendium, so I'm gonna have to just like find a homebrewed weapon later. But I'll put 10 throwing stars down in my other items.
Okay.
Okay.
Because wouldn't it kind of?
I think they're technically the same as darts.
That's what I was
Darts?
just about
Okay.
to say. Like, wouldn't that work the same as darts
Okay.
in a way?
Holy
I
shit!
guess.
I already have like 9 darts. Let me add 10 more.
Woohoo! 19. Let's go.
All right. There we go.
All right. So he helps you with your purchase, and he takes the little packs, and he has his own little like velvet bags and whatnot that he wraps it up all nice and neat for you, hands it off, and says, "There you go. Is there anything else that I can do for you?"
Not for me.
No? Well, all right. Well, have a wonderful day, and tell your friends about all the different things we have here. We have plenty of stuff.
Will do.
Then Darwin comes in.
Mhm.
Did you get what you need, kiddo?
Yep.
What'd you get?
I hold up my throwing stars.
Ooh, they look nice. But, I will be with you in just a moment.
All right, I'll be outside.
All right. If you see anyone, don't try to cause a war crime.
I know better than to break the law, you know. Plus, Inger's not here.
That is true. That is true. He heads in and heads to the counter. Hello?
Were you going to the blacksmith or to this dude who's doing the oddities? Not oddities, but
Blacksmith.
blacksmith. Yeah. So you walk into the blacksmith, and he seems to be working on a new piece of armor. And he
Okay.
turns around and says, "Oh, hello. Come on in. What can I help you with?"
He takes out his axe. This is needing an upgrade.
All right. And here, you want to set it down, and I'll take a look at it.
Basically, the axe head is fine. Nothing wrong with it, but unfortunately, every now and then I have to change the handle. I mean, it's strong wood, and I get plenty of miles out of it, but you know, not everything lasts forever.
Sure.
So I'm just wanting something a little bit more permanent, so like a metal handle, maybe.
Okay. Are you thinking like maybe a metal casing around it to protect the wood, or are you looking for purely solid metal?
I'm thinking of a new handle entirely.
New handle entirely. All right. Well, I'm currently working on a armor piece that's going to take me a couple days, but I could probably get to this, say on the 4th day.
Okay. Would you prefer me to come like at the end of the 4th day, so they have a full day to take care of this?
That probably would be a smart idea. You can come in the morning on the 4th day. I should be finished, by that time.
Tell you what, I will return in 5 days' time. That way you have extra time to take care of any little details.
Very well done. I can absolutely do that. And I'll hold a spot for you as well. I'll write down your name. What's your name, by the way?
The name's Darwin.
Darwin. All right. And he has a piece of paper.
Darwin Holland.
Darwin Holland. Darwin Holland. And he sets it down. Says, "All right, well, I've got your name on the list, so I'll have everything in place for you when you arrive."
Tell you what. Keep the axe for the measurements, for the handle and everything. Is it possible there was something I can have as a loaner until then?
Like a rental?
Yeah.
Sure. And he takes the axe and he's like, "Ooh, wow, that's a hefty axe, He places it down in the back and makes a small tag to tie onto it with your name on it. and what work you want done on it.
Okay.
And he like turns you to a wall with lots of different kinds of axes all over it. He says, "Well, there's plenty here that you can look at. This one right here, this one has a reinforced handle covering here with metal. That one would be your classic +1 great axe. There's also these hand axes that you can have. There's just a simple great axe there, and he kind of goes down the line a little bit.
Mm. Is there anything like really catching my eye? And I mean really catching my eye around here. I'm happy to roll for it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for me.
Perception?
Yes. Or well, yeah, perception.
Perception or investigation? I feel.
Go ahead and with a perception.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, so you see a battle axe on the wall. It's kind of big, and it's got this really pretty like silver engraving on the blade itself, like right above the beveling. And it's kind of like those like Celtic loops in a way, where the handle is a wooden handle, but it's got this crack going up the middle of the handle, and it's been reinforced with a like red obsidian within it. So it's actually really pretty.
Ooh. Now, hold on. Would this be classed as a battle axe or a great axe? Sorry.
Battle axe.
Okay. He kind of goes, that one.
Yes, the red obsidian one. That's actually one of my most proud pieces that I've made. He like grabs it off the wall for you.
Interesting. That's got some heft to it.
It's like it's hefty, but it's balanced really well. The shape of the handle feels really nice.
Kind of gives it a good swing around for a minute, and he's feeling for the weight shift, balance, fluidity. This is impeccable workmanship.
Thank you very much. It took me weeks to craft.
He puts down 10 iron. I promise to take good care of it and bring it back in immaculate condition.
He takes the iron. He says, "Thank you for your patronage."
You are very welcome. Now, what does this battle axe equate to? Over the table?
It's probably about like a 200 pearl kind of battle axe.
As in like under the table, like how what do I put as in my inventory?
A battle axe, a +1.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get Cool. Ooh, it's versatile. I didn't know battle axes were versatile. That's kind of cool. All right. And in that case, Damon will turn to. I'm sorry. What was your name again, sir?
Oh, my name? Frederick.
Frederick. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I will see you in 5 days.
Thank you very much. I'll see you then.
And he will head on out.
All right.
Candela! Candela!
What?
Looky what I got.
Wait, did you give up your axe?
This is a rental.
Oh.
I'm getting my axe upgraded.
Ooh.
I'm actually having like a proper metal handle.
Nice. How heavy is this one? I reach my arms out. How heavy is it?
The DM is taking notes.
I am taking notes. I'm sorry. What was your question again?
How heavy is the axe?
It's pretty heavy.
Because I've got a 12 strength.
It's definitely one of those things where like you gotta engage your core.
Do I? Your
I
face
mean,
is not-
Candela wears a halter top, so you could see her abs flexing. Like,
You want me to take
great.
that?
Yeah, take it back, 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 take it back. Whew. That made
Well,
me
if you'd-
feel muscles I forgot I had.
Well, I'll lend you this axe for core workouts then, apparently.
Works for me.
But then you see downwards swinging this thing, like just like you can still feel the heft, but it's just fluid movement. This thing is
Yeah, I can do stuff like that too. She pulls her quarterstaff and does the whole like pole spin shit.
Love it.
This thing is naughty. I like it.
Please don't call weapons naughty. That just doesn't sound right.
I will call them when I want.
Now I'm walking away. She says that out loud and she walks away.
Cool.
Other than that, I have nothing else to do until we
Okay.
meet up.
Let me write down a few notes and we will move on to Uriel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on to Uriel.
Yes.
So, where are you going?
Well, since he is more familiar with his mother's friends than he would prefer, mainly because she drug him to her lunches all the time. He says, "Well, it's about lunchtime."
I know that all too well.
You're like, I wonder
As
where
a
they are.
as a pastor's kid, I know that far too well.
Yeah, so he's just like, let's see. It is a Tuesday. It's about noon.
You're probably playing cards.
Yeah, there'll be. He kind of thinks about like their usual spots. He was like, bottomless mimosas. Hey, he heads towards like one of the like ritzier places where they would like go and talk about all their things and play cards and drink.
It's like one of the like penthouses out there.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
make sure he's like not covered in dirt for once and so looking at least somewhat presentable, and sort of has his councilman's like badge, or like his the sash he has for the council, has that on, just so that he doesn't have to deal with them. Why aren't you wearing your thing? Are you off today? He's anticipating. He's just like, okay, I think I'm good. I can go head over there and see what they're doing.
Ah, damn it. I was gonna sneeze, but then it left me.
Pineapple.
Oh, so rude. Okay. So yeah, so you head to kind of one of those like one of those like country clubs. You know what a country club is?
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of
Yeah.
those. It's one of
Oh,
those. And
it-
it's got your like stereotypical like white house with the like lantern lights outside, and like the door has the shaped glass and the metal like wiring on
This
it
one, this one by
with
my
a
house.
gold placemat. It's like that.
But like, oh God. God, you give me strength. This is gonna be rough. He will politely, he will politely ring, knock on the door, or ring the doorbell, or pull the lever. Ah!
Pull the lever, Crunk. Yeah, so you knock on the door, and you hear like 3 to 4 ladies, like all like screaming. Like not screaming as in like terrified, but like the screaming and the laughter, like someone just said something
Bachelorette
cackling.
party shit.
serious.
Yes.
Yes.
The cackling. I see.
The heckling, the cackling. Oh yes, all of it. And
I had a
so
vice principal at my middle school did that. You could hear her. She could be downstairs. You would hear her upstairs in a completely different part of the school. She was loud.
so you kind of hear that, and then you hear one person getting closer, and they're like laughing backwards. You get them be like, oh my god, you did not believe this. And then opens the door. Just you see this Phoenix woman with like long dark brown hair that's graying, and all of that, with green eyes, and she's older. She's more in like her late 50s, late 50s to early 60s, like around there. And she just goes, "You're real? How are you, my dear?" And just like pulls you in for one of those hugs.
He'll like lightly pat her back. His friend's like, yes, it's very good to see you.
It's so wonderful to see you. Come in, come in, come in. We were just talking, having our usual game. Would you like a drink at all?
He has a moment where he looks off to the side for a long moment. No, thank you. I have some. I'm saving that for later. My companions and I are going to be at the pub later. Don't want to pregame too much. Can't be out walking the streets all disheveled and such.
I see. Well, that's fine. Well, come on in. And she'll turn, ladies, it's Uriel. You hear like the rest of them go, oh my god.
Forehead vein forms.
One of them's like, Uriel, I haven't seen you in so long. You look so grown up. And another's like, is he are you you're looking like so much more mature, but also, are you wearing something new today? Like this whole thing of like, no, he's lost weight, honey. Please eat something. Put some meat on your bones.
It's like, even though they're nowhere near, Dalwick can hear his forehead vein like, was a disturbance of the force? That poor bastard. Really, you're muted.
Half of him was going, "Oh, that poor bastard." The other half was going,
Funnily enough, Darwin probably had the same problem when he was growing up. Oh, come to this council meeting. Come. He just ran away. That's because he was too fast. He just ran. Like, nope, flee.
Yep. If you
Yes.
as you
Hello,
step
ladies.
inside, like all the ladies are heckling. And you don't even need a perception check for this. But there is a fifth woman who's sitting kind of more towards the center of the room, with her legs very firmly crossed in purple garments. She is a Darkwood elf, and she has a glass of wine in her hand and just seems to sip her wine. She looks very familiar.
Ah, I see
You
you.
saw her at the castle.
Yes, he sort of makes eye contact with her and sort of glances to the hostess who the host of the ladies who had been. I see you've opened up the table to new and exciting faces.
Well, technically she's not new. She's been around for a long time now, but we actually haven't gotten a chance to know each other. So this is a great opportunity to be able to get to know new people and to create new connections and all. You understand. You know how it all works.
Ah, yes, of course. He sort of bows his head to her. Nice to see you again. Though I didn't catch your name the first time.
And she kind of does that thing of, ugh, and drinks her wine. And the hostess goes, this is Lady Sansa.
John, I'm sure.
She doesn't
I
seem to speak or even look at you. She just kind of turns to one of the other ladies and like whispers and stuff like that.
happened to catch a glimpse of her when addressing His Highness earlier today.
Oh, so you two have crossed paths.
Briefly.
I see. Well, I suppose a formal introduction is good. This is once again Lady Sansa. Lady Sansa, this is Uriel. This was one of our, well, not so little children anymore.
Councilman Pyle, at your service, ma'am.
And she just kind of does the, and continues talking
Hmm.
to the other ladies.
He's and sort of looks toward the hostess. I stopped by. I'm sure you've heard, as of recent, my mother took was a bit ill for a bit.
Yes, I
And
did hear. Is she all right?
she's felt a bit better, but she's taking some time away at one of our uh, beachside homes for a little while. A bit of more fresh air and some seawater should do her some good. I was wondering,
Hmm.
you ladies have known my mother for quite some time, as well as my grandmother. Have you seen anyone particularly new conversing with her?
Anyone new? No. Linda, do you?
Of course, one of those name is Linda. I almost
Sorry, I
go,
triggered
Linda's the one
myself.
pinching.
Linda!
Linda's the one pinching your cheek, saying, "I used to change your diapers."
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yep.
well aware.
I swear, if one of them is called Karen, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
um,
No, it's not Karen, it's Corinne. I'm sorry.
she just goes, Linda, darling, do you know if Uriel's dear mother was talking to anyone new recently? And she goes, I don't think so, Mary. Not that I know of. I'm not sure if anyone has seen her in a bit. She actually had to skip one of our games a couple of weeks ago.
Interesting. Did she say why? And it must have been something important. She does love your company, after all.
Oh, she normally does. She'll always give us some kind of heads up on what she's doing, but not that time. We're not quite sure what happened.
Interesting. Uh, just been a bit worried. I've been out handling some unsavory business that's befallen the kingdom with the graffiti. We managed to track down those who graffitied our wall a while back.
Oh,
Been-
yes, that's right. And for the first time, Lady Sansa says something. And she pipes up with the wine in her hand and says, "Oh, those common thieves, causing a lot of trouble for us down here."
Well, thieves is one word. They're a bit more complicated, but in custody nonetheless. They managed to set a fire in. They are the same ones, I believe, responsible for the fires in Creston a while back. Getting my dice out.
So, Lady Sansa once again speaks, but she stands up this time and says, "Excuse me for asking. How long ago did your mother supposedly
Just the other day.
disappear?"
Well, disappear is one word. It was just the other day. I returned home from working and suggested she get some air.
Mhm. And was that the last time that you saw her?
Yes.
Huh. And she sips her wine and says, "Yeah, maybe she wanted to run away from all this stupid responsibility."
Doesn't quite seem like my mother. Then again, the stress and responsibility can get to anyone. Without taking proper care of oneself, one can go mad.
No, the only ones who go mad are the weak ones.
It's just, there's this, there's that flicker of the Ashton's like purple flames in his eyes for just the briefest of seconds. Well, that's certainly one way to look at it. Then again, someone who doesn't value their own life as well as their work is tend to shirk certain responsibilities, as it were.
And
It's
tell
always
me,
big-
dear,
Hmm.
how is it that you and your family came to be in such a position as this?
Well, a variety of factors. My father is good with numbers. My mother and her family have been a part of this community for generations.
Yes, but how, with the influence, no one, frankly, I'm going to be unapologetically blunt here, someone of your status coming up to be something like that, and points to your badge.
Hmm. Because no one else within the political spectrum wanted the job of making sure our people are safe. I was running around with a bow and an eagle, taking down harpies and relocating giant eagles and various other monsters that go bump in the night on my own as sort of boredom. But
Well, that
when I was
explains a lot about our system in the kingdom, which is something that I am going to make sure we change. And she like kind of turns to the other ladies. They're like, "Oh, we're very excited. Yes, she has many plans," like that kind of chatter.
interesting. Change doesn't come easy, dear lady.
No, but those who decide to work hard will reap the benefit.
Indeed. A lesson I learned a little later in life than I personally would care to admit, but as long as one is willing to put in the work, After all, we went about 4 years without a councilman of defense after the general who was in charge of it previously retired. And I seem to fit in quite well, making sure other councilmen do not abscond with defense funds. Apparently that was happening quite a bit. After all, parties are expensive, and so are arrows and swords. And making sure that those defending our dear country can support their families.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm hearing a lot of rambling, but what is your point, dear?
For someone who's apparently been here for some time, have you been fairly absent from any actual policy making in our kingdom?
You do not see the work that I do. I am well above your level of status.
Status unseen is status ineffective.
You'd like to think so. Well, ladies, I've had a wonderful time. I must bid you all adieu. Have a wonderful evening, sir. And she seems to grab her things, and all the ladies are like, oh, well, have a wonderful night. Thank you for staying. You know.
Incite the fuck out of this bitch.
Sight.
Inciting. I'm about to incite a fight in a minute. Ah, on the table. Thank you. 19.
19. Yeah, with that kind of insight, she holds herself. So far, there's no lies. She has said no lies whatsoever. She is at a level of a status that you don't really know of that is way higher than yours. Not as high as the king's, but definitely up there.
Mm.
And she has a purpose and a reason for why she's in that room. But you don't know what it is.
Interesting.
She's been around for a while. She's kind of one of those like one of those figureheads that's like around all the time, but no one really knows who they are. It's like that kind of a thing.
Yeah. He'll still give her a polite bow as she leaves.
And Mary goes, oh, well, isn't she just a delight sometimes?
Simply delightful. Sure.
Oh, but once again, would you like a drink or some snacks or to play a game with us at all?
Drinks and snacks I will forego, but I suppose I can play around, and as long as you ladies like to supply me with any juicy gossip or any I have had a bit of concern for my mother, but one almost must worry that she might have stumbled into the wrong circles. She is always expanding her reach in her social circles. She throws one hell of a party, after all.
She always did. And she kind of turns to the others who are kind of shrugging a bit, saying, well, we don't know much of what happened to your mother other than she fell sick. But
You said a few weeks ago she canceled.
mhm.
Was this around the time of the vandalism that occurred?
No, it was after, I believe.
After I left. I was gone a few weeks.
Well, fair enough. You always are out and about somewhere.
Yes, well, I do my best work when I'm not stuck behind a desk. Some threats you have to take on head first.
And she starts putting out cards for everybody. I wish I could help any more.
He's sort of like just gonna he's going to like look over each of the ladies, including Mary. He's going to look if any of them have any like. Also, I should have done this while she was in the room, but he's also going to retroactively he's going to be he's keeping an eye out for the Leishman symbol because one of the person does the melty lady tells them is that they're literally everywhere and they'll have
Yep.
like embroidered and on their furniture and everything. He's going to keep an eye out for anything on them and any on the on Lady Sansa.
But you don't have to make a roll for these ladies because you don't find anything like that on them.
Mhm.
They just, at least to your eyes and your knowledge, are kind of the ladies who heckled the hell out of you.
Yeah. Oh yes. He's cleared on them. Do I need to roll for what I saw Lady Sansa?
I mean, sure.
On the table. We'll get the box in a minute. Okay. Perception 21.
Yeah, you don't see anything on her.
Any
It's
other like
just her in
distinct,
her purple robes.
very any other
She's
like
very well put together and has like a very distinct like jasmine perfume. But other than that, you don't see anything.
He will make note of the perfume. And just like, okay. And he'll, play the round with the ladies and throw a little joke, give a little vague shade at another, give them some very light, nondescript councilman shade of like the various other politicians he has to deal with. And like, did you know he put in a request to take funds from me to host a party?
Really?
The gall.
Cool. For the sake of brevity.
Yeah, I think of brevity, like it's just that kind of shit.
Sake of brevity, yeah. You have a grand old time spilling the tea with the old ladies.
Yeah.
So right now I think would be a great time to take a break, go get some water, use the restroom, do what you need to do, and we'll head back.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Yay!
with a big to live screen.
We appreciate you very much.
Ah,
Appreciate. Appreciate.
ah.
All right. So we have returned. So, Calypso got her plate armor ordered. Dallin got his handle upgrade ordered. Candela got her throwing stars, and Uriel got at least some information from his mother's friends and Lady Sansa. So it is more towards the evening now, or towards dinner time. So what would you guys like to do?
Is it safe to say we all agreed to meet back at the tavern?
Think
Yeah.
so.
I mean, Nero's gonna sleep at his house, but he'll hang out with them at the tavern.
You guys have agreed that tomorrow morning you'll meet the general at the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
That's mainly why Darwin's staying at the tavern, because he kind of wants to be the first in there.
Fair.
Or at least
Takes
one of
time.
the
Tavern.
first.
Calypso's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Candela
guys-
will be there.
Yeah, so you guys all meet back up at the tavern. Kind of some of you guys kind of slowly pile in.
Hmm.
There seems to be some really good food for dinner. It smells super savory and like filling. Yeah, it smells really good.
Um,
Darwin is just going to order just a very simple meal of meat, potatoes, and bread. And
Okay.
he's a little bit more quiet than usual.
Okay.
Nero's getting- Nero's getting whatever the house special is. Some and the house special and a glass of whiskey. It's like
Old ladies.
I'm getting my hot wings.
Hot wings.
Sorry, I had
Yeah,
to
so
send
you
a
get the
picture
hot
of my
wings.
wax seal collection to a friend. So I have them all out.
well, we have a name to put to the mysterious woman we saw in the throne room. Apparently, her name is Lady Sansa.
There was a mysterious lady in the throne room? Both
That's
Paige
right.
and Candela forgot.
Yeah.
Yes, she whispered something in the king's ear and then scampered off when we arrived.
I don't
No.
remember seeing her.
Again, as soon as we got in the room, she scampered off somewhere. I don't blame her.
Are you sure you're not seeing things?
Considering I
Does the
spoke
name
to
mean
her,
anything?
well, considering I spoke to her, hopefully not. She answered back.
Wait, when did you
Does it mean anything to you, Calypso?
Yeah, does the name mean anything to any of us? Or at least
Um,
to me?
No, not
Okay.
to any of you.
Apparently, she's extra high society.
Oh, so she's bougie.
Very.
Very.
She's a bitch.
Don't you
Above
know, like,
all other things-
everyone you meet's a bitch?
Depending on how I always usually depend on the first meeting, and the first meeting was not great.
Well,
She
maybe
is-
you just talked to her the wrong way.
Or maybe she's everything I hate about having grown up with money. The kind of people that it can produce.
How do you know you're not one of those people?
That is a life
Candela
search that I'm
asks as
taking.
someone who grew up in a modest monastery.
Yeah. sheltered in a monastery. He's like, it is a struggle that I have to keep myself in check with. These people don't. They embrace that they think they're better than everyone else without much to back
Oh,
it up.
like Calypso.
She at least has something to back it up. She at least has the power to back up things that she says. I don't know if anyone has any power like we do, but she has political power and she's interesting. But ultimately, the only information I could get about my mother was that she canceled their regular card game with no explanation. Sometimes she would and have some excuse or whatever, but she just didn't. And it seems to line up with about the time that we left to go investigate after the vandalism. I almost sent my bird to drop a fish on that woman's head after she insulted my mother, but I don't think that would help. But I thought about it.
So what you're saying is you reached a dead end.
Something like that. Though I did want to know who that woman was. She's apparently quite in with the king, and that's a concern. But on my mother front, yes. Whatever she was doing for them, she kept it pretty close to the vest. And it wasn't one of the regulars or the regular ladies that put her up to it. So that's one less concern. And about 15 more. Story of my life. Sip whiskey.
And be honest, I don't envy your life at all.
Good.
Dallin and I got weapons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Always exciting.
Candela flashes the 10 throwing stars she got.
Concerning. But if you weren't as trained as you were, I'd be more concerned. But those are handy. I prefer not.
And sharp.
Yes, very sharp. Every side of them is sharp. That's kind of the point. Be very careful.
She is trained with them. They're gonna be careful. I have no doubt.
Uriel, I'm a fucking monk.
That's their shtick.
I understand that.
Speaking of shtick,
That's a heavy stick.
Oh, I'm surprised he let you have that. It's very pretty. I've seen it on the wall quite a few times, but I just went in there. But very nice piece.
Wait, why did you say you're surprised he let him have it?
Because it's very fancy and very pretty. If I was
Well, you're saying Dallin's not worthy of fancy and pretty things? Isn't that a bit classist? Weren't you just talking about elitist rich people?
I think Uriel's more obtaining to the fact that sometimes even blacksmith don't allow certain things, even for a rental. However, I did pay him 10 iron, so
that'll do it.
That's not true.
That'll do it. It's like that'll do. Makes more sense.
I think, and he just looks at it like for a couple of seconds. Worth it.
Oh yes, it's a lovely one.
But and to anyone who is paying attention, apart from Candela, because they already know, none of you see Darwin's usual axe. And you hardly see him without that fucker.
Having some work done on the old girl.
Upgrades, people.
Upgrades.
Yeah, he just like motions to his bow. Yes, I got a new one for now. I'm more holding on to the other one, more sentimentality. But we were suggested to go visit our friend back in Ember, so I think he might do something. I'll give him my original bow to fiddle with.
Gonna come back here in 5 days to pick it up.
Well, considering where the last sighting was, and hopefully where the next sighting will be, won't be too far away. We can make that trip with a reasonable amount of time.
Are we going to talk about a possible plan for tomorrow?
When have we ever had plans?
Fair point.
I think now is a good time to start.
I mean, for being honest, all the times we've had plans, they've still kind of gone astray.
It's part of plan. That is part of plans. Expecting the plan to go awry and throwing it away if need be. But
To be fair, the gods or whatever beings or just life in general has thrown some massive shit at us.
very recently, in rapid succession.
Holds no punches.
First things first, meet with the general, and then work out of a plan. Though, if we need to stock up on any traveling supplies, it might be a good idea to walk into our plans for tomorrow.
However, the general might already have a plan, and we just need to fit in somehow.
From what I've experienced, she's a competent general and probably has something of an idea in place.
DM, does Darwin know of the general?
Yeah, I was just about to say roll a history check.
I will too, because that's technically my department.
Yeah, anyone who wants to roll a history check can roll a history check.
I don't know why Candela would know, but I'll roll one for her.
Darwin.
7.
No. Okay. Darwin, what did you get?
Fucking got a natural 20.
Sheesh. Okay. Uriel?
19.
19? Calypso?
15.
15. Yeah, so everyone but Candela. Candela's so used to being in a monastery.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag sheltered life.
Yeah, hashtag sheltered religious kid.
Oh.
Hey, at least she doesn't have doesn't have too much of the trauma to go with it.
I mean,
That's
let's
just
be
surfacing
honest.
now.
Let's be honest. These gods are good gods. You know? Most of the followers are nice.
The keepers are the ones causing the trauma.
Anyway, so all of you except for Candela know that General Renaud Crest, who is the general that you are going to be meeting, is the top general of the kingdom for the Phoenixes specifically. He's the best of the best. He has medals. He has awards. He's really good at what he does. And for the king to send out General Crest for you guys to meet you guys means that the king means business.
Okay.
To
So you are in trusted hands.
be fair, if I didn't take the position, he was probably granted, I think he was probably a better pick, but I don't think he wanted to give up. I don't think he wanted to retire to a desk job.
No, General Crest is more of an out in the field man.
Look, I'll do the paperwork so he doesn't have to.
I'm sure he's very grateful.
I just sent him a whole shipment of new weapons for his men. I'm sure he'll be fine.
However, I trust him. But a thought came to mind and it's kind of worrying.
Hmm.
The liegemen are infiltrators.
That they are.
Who's to say they haven't infiltrated the ranks of the army?
Well, they infiltrated the guard, but they were mildly sloppy about it. They weren't sending the best. I have eliminated the suspects of at least the women my mother hung out with, who are all very rich and very influential women. Not sure, but I wasn't able to clear their husbands or boyfriends or whatever or wives. I've always had, pretty sure Linda has a wife. Granted, who doesn't attend the parties, which is another thing entirely. I spent too long with a bunch of old women.
You know, some people are introverted.
That's true. And I've also been to those parties. I don't blame them at all. Uh, but it's a possibility. But I don't think the general would put people on the task if he did not trust them entirely.
Well, if there are infiltrators underneath the general's ranks, they must be good. So, but I don't think the general will be too offended by us asking, because it's a fair question to ask.
Mostly around there, the new recruits or scouts, more than likely. Those in his inner circle, also possibly under watch, but we'll ease into that.
Candela. How did you pay attention doing history studies?
I mean, I don't know who you guys are talking about. History wasn't really my strong suit. Gym was more my area of expertise.
I only asked because do you have any recollection of either ancient or even recent history going back, I don't know, less than 100 years of similar disappearances?
DM, would I know?
Roll history?
Would
Yes,
I?
Calypso.
Would I?
Roll history.
12.
Oof. So, like disappearances within the past couple 100 years?
What kind of disappearances you asking about again?
Just like similar disappearances to whole tribes just gone.
Ah.
Do I have any sort of advantage because of my age?
Yes. For Candela, we'll go with Candela first. For Candela, you haven't heard of anything like full-on tribes going missing. Like, of course, there's, history of holding people hostages, for robberies and whatnot, or just plain old disappearances, which usually turned out to be there's a murder or, uh, you know, just kind of someone got a little too far and got knocked out by a grizzly bear, like that kind of a thing. But nothing supernatural or out of the ordinary, like a whole tribe going missing.
No, that is not ringing any bells for me. Sorry.
It's okay. If you don't ask, you don't know.
I mean, we hear the occasional missing persons case, but not whole groups of people disappearing.
For Calypso, what did you get?
21.
21. Roll me. So 21 for history. Also roll me a charisma check for me.
Check.
Or actually, wisdom check.
Check. Not save. Check.
Not a save. Check.
I'm very confused. Okay. Use this one this time. Oh, oof. That's another good roll. That's a 23.
23. Okay. So you're thinking to yourself about, if you've ever seen anything like that during like your, demon years and all of that. And you kind of, you push kind of in your mind for anything more, because you've got hundreds of years, flying by your mind, and nothing's ringing a bell. So you kind of push further and you get this really hazy memory that it's you could tell it's before the life that you've known. It's like those other memories that you've had, where, like, yes, there are, like, you see like this hazy picture of a group of people that have been held captive and are being pushed to another territory. But that's kind of all that you get from it.
But it's like ancient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Well, if this isn't my tribe, at least we can help another. Darren, like, kind of gauges the time, like, after finishing his meal. I'm gonna go to bed, everyone. I will catch you in the morning.
You're staying here?
I'm staying in the tavern. I want to be here when he's here. First thing.
Okay, I mean, the monastery has free lodging.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the offer, but I'm determined.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to Sunsoul if anyone wants to come with.
I'm going to head back to my place. See if I can't find anything else before we have Zobo start running off again.
I'll join you.
Me?
Yes, obviously.
You're actually going to stay in a monastery dedicated to Darien.
Yes.
Who are you? What have you done with Calypso?
Why is that? Why do I feel like that's not the first time someone said that to her?
Fuck, I'm rolling an insight check.
I'm inciting her too.
Juriel doesn't carry the risk like he just like taking the
I don't know shit, that's a 6.
18.
Do I roll against this or no?
If you want to. If Calypso is trying to actively hide something, then yes.
I don't know if she's hiding anything. She kind of is. Oh, good. 9.
I rolled a 6. I can't read you.
She wants to have a conversation with someone.
Looks at Calypso. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. As he just goes off to bed without saying a word.
Candela is gonna pay for her chicken wings, grab a to-go box, and then get ready to head out. How much is it for the chicken wings?
It'll be on the house since you
okay.
guys are with the king and all that.
Gotcha. I just grab a to-go box. Well,
Sorry, go on.
I'm heading back now if you want to walk with me or just catch up.
She just gets up, starts walking towards the door.
Suspiciously non chicken wing as I follow.
You enjoy the walk.
See you tomorrow.
Hero will finish his dinner and sort of stick around the bar a bit, finish his drink, see if anyone's keep an eye out on like the crowd tonight, see if there's anyone that sticks out, and then probably head back to the house.
Fair enough.
Make sure Big Dad actually fucking slept.
Is lodging on the tavern on the house as well, or do I
Yeah.
pay? Okay.
No, it'll be on the house.
Okay. While we transition to morning, I'm gonna go to the bar.
Yeah, you go ahead. So, Uriel, you don't find anybody out of place or anything like that, and you head home. And everything seems to be quite peaceful so that you can go to sleep in your own bed, which is nice. Calypso and Candela, you guys head back to the monastery. Anything you would like to do before you go to sleep?
I would like to try and speak with Darian.
Okay. Are you gonna go kind of into the temple portion?
If that's where it's most effective.
It's the most common place, typically with the shrines and whatnot. Or altars, I
Sure.
should say. Yeah, so you go there. What would you like to do to contact him?
I think he really just sits there for a moment. Looks around, lights one of the candles, and go, I did the thing, you dick. Show up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll religion with advantage since you are actively sitting at the altar.
Rolls are so back and forth. 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, so you hear a yes.
These random flashes that I've been seeing. I'm curious about the one that I had earlier in the bar.
Which one?
Disappearing towns, people, whatever.
Ah,
Territorial disputes of some sort.
yes. Do you want me to tell you what was happening? Do you want to see more clearly?
I'm curious.
You're curious.
I'm always curious.
All right. Then will you allow me to open your mind a little?
If you must.
Love the way she said that. Off the table. Love that. It's great. Perfect. So you feel this sensation of like someone's hand like pressing against your forehead very gently. And as you like blank and close your eyes for a second, you see that vision again, but this time it's completely clear. And you are being held back by chains and people, and you were watching an entire slew of people from tons of different backgrounds of all races chained in a line and being transported as slaves to somewhere else. You're not sure exactly where, but you are trying to fight against this thing, what's happening. But those in charge are not listening to you. And that's kind of all that you can see.
Do I have any sense of as to who or where?
Not in reference to what you know now, because it's been literal thousands of years and a lot has changed.
Interesting person you keep showing me.
I'm only showing you what is stored deep in your heart.
If you say so.
The mind can be easily swayed, but the heart is not so much. Now, I'm here to help. I'm always here to help you. But only if you will let me. Is there anything else that I can do?
No, I don't think so. She definitely hesitated before saying that.
Yep.
That wasn't just my brain shutting down.
He says, very well.
Fine, shove off now.
Good night. And that connection severs.
And she'll go off into her room, and I have in my inventory 2,000-year-old books. I think from the fort. I think she's just gonna flip through some of them.
Fair enough. One of them is like a diary, like from a soldier. Like another one is a book of poems.
Am I able to read these just fine with the
Yeah.
evolution of language?
No, you can read it. It's like it's gonna sound silly, but it's like going from Gen Z slang all the way back to like Old English or like Shakespeare.
Okay.
So it's not too far off. You can understand it. Although there's some
Gotcha.
words you're like, what?
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, and she'll just do that before going to sleep.
Okay. And Candela, do you do anything before you go to sleep?
Probably just read through the red book more.
Okay. All right. So you have that first page that kind of translated itself easily for you. But the next page, it's kind of like figuring out a puzzle a little bit. You are able to get in some words, but you're kind of missing some keywords in there. So it's starting to form, but you're not getting a full picture quite yet. So it's kind of like in Olden, their skyline, and stuff like that. So it's kind of splotchy so far.
Think she'll have like some parchment out and stuff and is like trying to write out translations and keywords and stuff. By the end of the night, her fucking wall looks like that one scene from Community, Pepe Sylvia, with all the different connections and stuff and strings. And she's just like, thanks for making me a chosen one, I guess. I'm trying to understand stand this. Nah. I'm tired.
No.
I think I'm gonna go to bed now. No. Close the book
It does
up.
make it difficult when you're sleepy.
Close the book up. Put it under my pillow so it's next to me at all times. And then tombstone.
Tombstone. Cool. And Uriel, is there anything you do before you go to sleep?
He will kind of fiddle. He doesn't go to sleep right away. He sort of like lays like back on his bed, sort of fiddling with the coin, trying to like piece things together and think of all the places that she might have gone, think of all the places that like of anyone else he might be suspicious of. He's just trying to like he can't sleep because he's just trying to think too much.
I feel you.
After a while he just keeps hold of the coin and sort of lays back and tries to go to sleep.
Okay. Give me one moment. And Dowan.
Darwin, before bed, seeing the holy symbol of Abner they put in his gauntlet. He's going to hold it. And say a prayer.
Okay.
Blessed Abner, wherever my wife and son might be, please watch over them. Deliver them onto the hard times that they face, and may they find their way home soon. And please let them know that I miss them and love them dearly. And that's it.
Okay. It's just a prayer, not trying to contact him or anything.
I would say for him it would be a prayer, but because of the subject of of the prayer, there was a lot of emotion behind it, so it might be. It's like that. I didn't mean to contact you. It's like a divine butt dial.
Got it. Roll me religion, just to see which way it goes.
With my plus 3 is actually not bad. 15.
15. Pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as you're praying, you're like kind of finishing up the tail end of it, and it's like your ears open a little bit. You get that feeling of someone is listening.
Just
that divine presence.
As he finishes, he kind of goes, "Oh, hello,
hello."
Believe it or not, I didn't mean to do this.
I don't mind.
Just I'm scared.
Fear only tries to protect you.
I just want them safe until I can have them in my arms again.
I can tell you that I'm watching them. Every step.
I hope you realize if anything befalls upon them that even you can stop my wrath. And I mean
Why
that
would
with
I-
all, and I mean that with all due respect.
Why would I stop something that I could use?
You appreciate honesty, don't you?
I do.
This wrath would not be wrath that I'm proud of. This would be an old wrath that I'd rather not visit again. But I'm afraid if anything does happen to them, I will slip back into my old ways and at that point put my friends in danger.
Just stay close. And I promise you, I'm watching them. And I'm doing everything in my power to keep them safe. What I can tell you is that they are alive. They are well. Everything's going to be okay.
Good night.
Good night.
And he's out.
Fair enough. Well, since everybody is going to bed, I think we should as well.
Yeah.
So, for the last shot of the evening, hmm,
That is the face of who do I pick on?
let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
Be kind. You want to be kind.
Hey,
Sure,
if
no
you
mercy.
don't know for
Your
sure,
wrath.
there's four of us. There's four of us currently. Just roll a d4.
What's
Actually,
that?
actually, I like that idea.
All right.
Leave it up to the dice.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Give me a good one. Here we go. Oh, my chaos dice. All right, Dowan is 1, Calypso is 2, Uriel is 3, Candela is 4. 1 it is.
Oh, here we go. Come on, bring it.
So, all right. For the last shot of the evening, we get this fade in out of the black. There's this figure standing in the forest. And they're looking outward. We can't see their face or anything, just their shoulder line. And it's like they're waiting for something, for someone. And a hand rests on their shoulder. And a whisper goes into their ear saying, "Come home, traitor. We've got things to do." And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
The fuck?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What?
Don't like that. No me gusta.
So, to be continued.
In 2 weeks. Oh shit, I am so tired. We are going to sign off. Thank you for tuning in for Secrets of Pandor chapter 27. We'll be back in 2 weeks for chapter 28. Have a great rest of your Monday evening, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.